good morning and welcome everyone. I want to introduce myself. I'm Keeney Knudsen. I'm the Director of Street Transportation for the City of Phoenix. And it is a great pleasure to be here this morning with a lot of folks from the community, our media partners, and the people who've helped make this happen today to celebrate the 50th Hawk that we have going to be activated within the City of Phoenix. A little bit about Hawks. Hawks stand for High Intensity Activated Crosswalk. And it's a tool and a resource we use here at the City of Phoenix to make sure that we have safe crossings for our pedestrians. These signals are unique in the fact that they are blanked out. They're not active during normal operations, but only when a pedestrian or bicyclist wants to cross the street do they push the button and it activates the signal, and then they have a safe crossing for pedestrians or bicyclists to be able to use that at that time. Before we get started with the program here, I just wanted to have a few acknowledgments. First of all, I wanted to thank Mayor Kate Gallego for being here today. She's been a strong supporter of pedestrian safety, both in her time on the council and as mayor. Thank you. Right here. And you'll hear shortly from Mayor Gallego. As the head of the Street Transportation Department, there are a lot of folks who get involved in helping make these kind of projects happen. And I want to take a moment to acknowledge the folks who've had a role in the city who have been a part of making this occur. Because there's a lot of folks who get involved, from traffic engineers to folks who put together the signage, the striping, that all make these kind of projects happen. And I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge them. So if you're a member of my team, the City of Phoenix Street Transportation, please raise your hands. So a round of applause for them. I'd also like to acknowledge our media partners for being out here. We are strongly supportive of keeping you involved in what we're doing, to keep you knowledgeable about what we're doing, and to also help us celebrate these great occasions like we are here today to talk about. I'd also like to acknowledge some of our contracting partners and our members of the engineering industry who've helped make this project that we're talking about today happen. First is Wright Engineering, the engineer who is involved on this, Combs Construction, who's been part of the overall construction project here, and also Kimball Electric as well to help make this project happen. Lastly, I wanted to thank our federal partners who have been involved in this project. We do fund a lot of these Hawk signals with our own local monies, but in this case we've been able to use federal monies to make this project to happen. And so we've been very much reliant on federal grants to help these kind of projects happen. Now I'd like to invite to the podium Mayor Gallego to say a few words.
Thank you so much. I am Mayor Kate Gallego. I am thrilled to be with you here today to celebrate the City of Phoenix's 50th Hawk Crossing. The City of Phoenix is committed to pedestrian safety. This week, the City Council voted on a budget that included millions of dollars for pedestrian safety. We are making improvements to make our city safer. This crosswalk is a great example. It is part of 3 major projects at the City of Phoenix. It brings together our efforts to invest in the Grand Canal and the Grand Canalscape, spending millions of dollars to create a safer crossing, as well as our 20th Street Improvement Project and the Oak Street Improvement Project. 3 key initiatives that will all be linked and safer because of this crosswalk. This is our 7th Hawk that we have installed this year. We have 18 more Hawks planned for the end of the year, by the end of the year. So we are continuing to make more and more investments in pedestrian safety so that you can move about this city, whether you're driving, whether you're using a bicycle, walking, or any other way. We want people to move about Phoenix safely, regardless of the mode of transportation that you choose. Just in the short time we've been here, we've seen many bicyclists coming through, as well as people walking their dogs. During the school year, this is a very popular route for people who are taking their children to school. Today's crosswalk means they will have an even safer way to take their children to school. We want our residents to be able to walk, to be able to get about our community in a safe way, and this is a great investment that allows them to do that. We are thankful we are able to do it in partnership with great community partners such as Salt River Project. The City of Phoenix has more miles of canals than Venice does, and as we are making these upgrades to make the canals even safer, we expect more residents to take advantage of the wonderful amenity that we have in this community. We fund this project in partnership with the federal government. We've also worked at the regional level, And we're investing in traffic safety with the support of our voters. Our voters in 2015 supported Proposition 104, the Transportation 2050 campaign, which also makes significant investments in a safer Phoenix transportation system. I want to thank our Citizens Transportation Commissioners who helped make that possible, including Abraham James, who is with us here today and is a community leader in this local area. This is a great investment. These signals don't just make parents, children, workers, and other pedestrians safer. While walking our streets, they make the roads safer for drivers as well. Our drivers will know that there is a pedestrian here and can stop and make sure that individual can cross the street safely. So it's a win for drivers as well as people walking and bicycling on our streets. I want to thank Keeney and his entire department for their commitment to safer streets. This is an exciting milestone for the City of Phoenix, and we look forward to celebrating further milestones and flipping the switch on this crosswalk. Thank you.
And thank you. As we wrap up here, I wanted to say a few things. As the mayor noted, we're not done yet. This is our 50th Hawk, but we have many more planned. And I would just note, 50 sounds like a big number, and it is a substantial number. It's a great investment for our pedestrians, but we're a city of 500 square miles. And so one of the things we're also making sure is that we have information available to the public about how to properly use these signals, because they are different from what you would typically see at your normal traffic signal. And so we want to make sure that people, whether they're the vehicles, people driving vehicles, whether it's pedestrians or bicyclists, they know how to safely use these type of signals. And as the mayor noted, we're now going to invite everybody who may be interested in making the ceremonial first crossing of this crossing of 20th Street here with this Hawk. And but the mayor will be flipping on the switch to make this live and active. So we invite all the folks who are today to be able to come and cross the street with us today. So thank you again for being here. We appreciate your support.